Pitchers make up, without a doubt, some of the weirdest, oddest, and most psychotic athletes out there. Throughout many years, there are seemingly always a few pitchers that stand out for reasons other than their talent of throwing a ball. Zack Greinke is probably the most well-known weird pitcher. While pitching for the Kansas City Royals, a fan asked him if he could sign his baseball that he had. Greinke took the baseball and threw it as far as he could in the opposite direction. The fan asked why he did that, and Greinke responded, "For my amusement," and walked away. That might be weird, but when pitching for the Dodgers, Greinke was in a game throwing to catcher A.J. Ellis. After throwing a pitch, Greinke began walking towards the catcher, signaling Ellis to meet him halfway to talk about something. Ellis went out to Greinke, and instead of talking about what pitch to throw next or any other strategy, Greinke proposed a fantasy football trade. This was in the middle of a game, and Greinke said, "I've been thinking. You have a quarterback issue going on right now. I got a ton of quarterbacks on my roster, and I've noticed you've got a bunch of wide receivers on your roster. We should make a trade." He then immediately turned around and headed back to the mound. Greinke also throws 60-mile-per-hour curveballs and does various odd things out on the mound. But we would need a whole other video to talk about Zack Greinke. Turk Wendell played for 4 different teams in his major league career. He demanded the home plate umpire to roll the ball back to him rather than throw it. If the ump didn't listen and threw the ball to Wendell, he would either let the ball go past him or just let him hit him in the chest. After the inning was over, he would jump as high as he could over the foul line and then go brush his teeth in the dugout. When going back out for a new inning, Wendell always turned around and waved to the center fielder and would not throw a pitch until the center fielder waved back to him. He did all this while wearing a necklace that was made up of animal claws and teeth of animals that he had killed. Garrett Cole is known for being a good pitcher, and also for this interview. Reporters asked him if he was using foreign substances to help gain spin rate on his pitches, and this is what Cole said.
I don't know. I don't know if.
Definitely innocent. Chris Sale is known for his destructive side of him. Most famously, on a rehab start, he was not happy with himself after a 5-walk performance in 4 innings. He proceeds to go into the tunnel and tear down the art on the walls and pretty much destroy it. This is for a minor league team, not a major league team, and he still takes it pretty seriously. Going back in time, Charlie Kerfeld would always wear a Jetson t-shirt underneath his uniform because the dog's name in the show was Astro, and he played for the Astros. In 1987, when he signed a new contract for $110,037.37, he also requested to be paid 37 boxes of orange Jell-O since he wore the number 37. He would also wear a cone head mask in the bullpen from time to time. Bill Lee was a solid left-handed pitcher in his prime, but was known just as well for his actions off the field. While playing for the Red Sox, Lee was not happy how the pitching staff was being handled and often argued with manager Don Zimmer. After the front office traded away Bernie Carbo, Lee's best friend, Lee threatened to retire. He only referred to his manager as the Gerbil after that. After the season, he was traded to the Expos. His time there ended after he staged a 1-game walkout in protest of Montreal's decision to release second baseman and Lee's friend, Rodney Stott.
And once the Russians pick up the game of baseball, world peace will be established.
Mark Fidrich, better known as the Bird, in his first major league start, was not only recognized for pitching well, but also for his antics on the mound. He would talk to the ball, strut in a circle around the mound after every out, and he refused to let the grounds crew work on the mound in the 6th inning. One of his minor league coaches started calling him the Bird because he looked like Big Bird from Sesame Street, and he was just that weird. Most guys jog in from the bullpen, but not Jared Hughes. He's on a full sprint from the pen all the way to the mound. This caused a viral moment with JT Realmuto, where a lot of people thought JT was shaking his head at Hughes, but was actually just frustrated with how the game was going. Still though, Jared Hughes on a full-out sprint from the bullpen is kind of odd. Rob Dibble may have not sprinted in from the bullpen, but he was known as a great relief pitcher, but also for his temper. In 1989, he hit a Mets batter, causing the benches to clear. In 1991, Dibble successfully saved the game, but gave up 2 runs in the process. He did what any closer would do, and threw the ball 400 feet into the stands in center field that struck a fan. He also caused another brawl in 1991, threw the ball at the back of Doug DeCenzo for no reason, and fought his manager in the clubhouse in 1992. Speaking of fighting, a lot of people remember Jonathan Papelbon for a moment that has a little bit of fighting in it. He was not happy with star Bryce Harper's effort level when running down the first base line on a fly ball. Harper didn't agree with him, and they got into a fight in their own dugout. It's not every day that you see a pitcher grab the best player on the team by their neck. A large group of National fans offered to donate $100 each, totaling up to thousands of dollars, to a charity of the Nationals' choosing if they released Papelbon. the Nationals did not release him. Ken Giles is known for really only one thing, and that is punching himself in his face. That's all that needs to be said.
He just punched himself in the face. Wow.